everybody. So, we are back with the council. I made it back. Press A to validate. Where is the mother?
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph
You can wait for
von
mother.
Gollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
I do apologize for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
Interesting. Ports of men. I don't think I've still got a language one. Collection of Lord Mortimer's handwritten. I'm going to read that. It's Lord Mortimer's handwritten notes. Okay.
At last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. Unfortunately, I am now confronted with another problem, which I would rather have done without. You see, last night, Miss Adams also went missing.
Oh. So, she hasn't disappeared. I'd like to know more. Let him speak.
And why is that?
I'd like to
Can you
know
tell me
more.
I have had my people searching for her all over the island. Alas, to no avail. It so happens that both her mental and her physical health are extremely fragile. I'm worried that the same thing happened to her as to your mother. Also, I would appreciate it very much if you could tell me what you were doing on the floor in her room in the early hours
It's quite
of the
normal.
morning.
I can explain everything.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. You see, Sir Gregory is about to arrive, and he's taken Elizabeth's disappearance very, very seriously. Please, reassure him so that we can talk about your mother.
Yes, we told her to leave, didn't we?
William, I would like to see you a moment before we begin. In private.
Let's step outside a moment. Louis, this will only take a few moments.
It's fine. That gives me enough time to go through your stuff. Oh, yeah. Search the study. No, I'm searching that. I'm
Let's take this
searching
chance
that
to
bad
look
boy.
around.
Can I... Enclosed are the witnesses' statements of guests Bonaparte and Hillsborough. Statement Bonaparte. What were you doing this evening? Monsieur Bonaparte replied. After talking with the Lord Mortimer, I spent evening playing cards with Mr. Gregory. Yeah, okay. So Gregory, did you notice anything strange? throughout the evening, Bonaparte replied. At daybreak, I thought I saw someone on the balcony, but couldn't see. What were you doing? So basically, spent the evening. As I was trying, I left Monsieur de Rocheret and Miss Adams in conversation and went to bed. Okay. Louis, sit down.
Please, sit back
Come
down.
out of the trial innocent. Why is he here?
This sort of behavior is not working in your favor, young man.
Gregory, Louis told me we needn't be concerned.
Of course. Monsieur de Richet, the situation seems to escape your grasp, so I won't beat about the bush. Did you kill Elizabeth Adams?
Oh God.
What?
Elizabeth is dead?
Elizabeth is dead?
No. Now let us remain calm. We do not yet know, Gregory, precisely what has happened to our poor Elizabeth.
I beg your pardon? So what are you accusing me of then?
We must remain
Cool.
calm, Gregory.
Okay.
We have found no evidence that would suggest that Elizabeth has been murdered. For the time being, she has only disappeared. Let's stick to the facts, if you please.
Well, where is she then?
How would I know? In fact, I don't know.
Technically, I'm simply incapable of telling you where she might be. And we never talked about her destination. What I can say is that the last time I saw Elizabeth, she was in her room, and she just decided to leave the island.
Gregory, you must admit that just because Louis doesn't know where Elizabeth is, does not prove that something's happened to her.
Okay.
Damnation.
It's fine.
This is a fiasco. Sir, you don't seem to realize just how serious this is.
Let's try and remain calm, Gregory. In any case, it would be far better if Elizabeth really has left the island, as Louis says. Why do you think she wanted to leave?
She was terrorized
go
by
with
my
that
mother's presence here. Just the thought of coming face to face with her was unbearable.
Did she tell you why?
Yes, she brought the subject up.
I'm sorry, Louis. It couldn't have been easy to hear.
For your sake, I sincerely hope that she got there safely. Monsieur de Richet,
Jesus.
I apologize if my
I didn't
words
think
seemed a little abrupt.
I didn't
I
think
dare
I was
not
going
think
to
what
do
would
it.
happen if Elizabeth
Tray
came across
unlocked,
your
lawyer.
mother on the island. Your generosity may well cost you dearly.
Oh, I'm out of amber.
I understand, my
oh
lord.
dear.
Certainly regret it.
You don't need us for any of this. So come along, Monsieur Peru. We are leaving.
Why was he there?
Right.
I don't understand.
It's time
why
we
he was
spoke
there.
about your mother, Louis.
It's time to speak about your mother, Louis. She isn't missing. She's in hiding. She
When I first
does
came
it
here,
often.
I wasn't that worried. In the past, my mother has taken a few liberties during her missions, including disappearing for several days on end.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official
Okay.
reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately
Okay.
needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far. Yet he told me that you had spoken and that you hadn't been able to reach an understanding.
No, we hadn't.
That's putting it mildly. Monsieur Bonaparte is one of those guys who only understands people who think like he does.
Ah, I see what you mean. He is indeed rather inflexible when it comes to certain subjects. But I am still of the opinion that you can manage to get along.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me.
Oh, did my mother sell arms? Why help a lieutenant?
Isn't Bonaparte a bit young to deserve so much attention?
Well, you come straight to the point. I like that. Indeed, if you knew just how much you remind me of him. Trust me, I'll wager Monsieur Napoleon will soon prove himself. I'm working on it, at least. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play. And I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not?
I'll listen, but I'm
We shall
not
see.
going to agree to anything.
Thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
If
I'm going to go with that
only
in
my
a
mother
moment.
trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I am sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
She might have discovered something. Maybe she's weary of someone. Maybe she's lost her mind.
Maybe she
might have
found something
discovered
out.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
What
seem
did you
to know my
speak
mother
about
very well,
together?
Emily. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jersey, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Whitney's
yes.
cotton gin.
His famous cotton gin. It was supposed to revolutionize cotton production in the United States.
It will revolutionize the world, Louis. The potential of this invention is much greater. Tomorrow, all industries will be switching to simple but large-scale production. Of that, I'm sure.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Seriously?
Mother lulled my childhood with tales of the Crusades. How Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus
I got a feeling I
had to
read
battle
that
it out
book
to
by
achieve their
mistake. I
ends.
just picked a
And how Guy
random
de
one.
Lusignan, having broken his word, launched the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Oh, I see Sarah's lessons have inspired new enthusiasts. Good on you, because not everyone can claim they know as much at your age. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know. But I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on. That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor.
Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation, until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
That bird's going to snitch on me.
The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
Wait, what? Go to the tower room. That's here. Wait. So that... Intriguing. Indeed. Oh, so this... Okay, this is Mortimer's room. I can't run, can I? No. That button there. Huh.
Honey, the remedy of the gods. There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is on to us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword.
Excuse me.
Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Trust in the man with the sword. Oh, no.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
Okay. If she spent so much time in here...
St. Paul on the road to Damascus, like Caravaggio. A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best-known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians,
the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles. Caravaggio painted magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receiving.
Don't know if there's anything like it's a copy or something. No, it's just the painting. Okay, that's fine. Right, so I can't go out that way. That's the painting again, isn't it? So we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. Who's the one with the sword?
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
Open.
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor. I'm gonna need something to help me get the key that fell on the floor. The door was closed from the inside. Would Mother have provided something within reach to recover it?
Leave a minute. I need... This is a piece of paper.
There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there. What is this disc?
There must be a piece of paper or something. What's that? Coin.
We'll see if it works. It's open.
I love the way he's like, it's open.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Okay.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Rini. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Okay.
The New Testament.
Analyze it.
This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord. This volume dates from the first edition of Gutenberg. It's the first book that was ever printed. Pages are covered in annotations in Latin, French, and Hebrew. Someone spent years studying this Bible. A volume of the Gutenberg Bible. I guess I'll just come back later.
Yeah, that seems like rather a lot to read at this precise moment in time. Okay.
St. John is known as the youngest of Christ's apostles. Well, we often give credit to St. John for having written about the apocalypse in the last book of the Bible.
Okay.
St. John, painted by Guido Reni.
I might go and actually have a
Several
look
portraits
at
of
that
apostles,
book.
all signed by Guido Reni. It looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust. Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the apostles by Guido Reni.
Interesting.
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni. St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
Huh. Inspect the painting.
So we have the figure 11 twice underlined, and a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to. Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe? Of the 4 apostles shown in this piece, Paul is the only one who isn't an evangelist. He is the 13th apostle. St. Paul is shown holding a sword.
Oh, yeah, I've done
Strange.
that.
There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome.
Pilgrims in
Just
Rome.
above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
Okay.
Great. Honey.
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni.
I go. No. No. Hang on a minute. Another collector's coin. Okay. That one.
Now I pray to God that ye do no evil, not that we should appear approved, but that ye should do that which is honest. For we are as reprobates. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait, a note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here. What does it say?
I went for the wrong one.
Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where.
It did.
And hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply. Hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
Hidden behind... Who did he say was the youngest apostle? Wait. Oh, I couldn't open that, could I? Was it in... So he said someone was the youngest apostle. Who? You.
That's right.
Okay,
St. John is often credited with writing about the apocalypse in the last book of the Bible. He's also known as the youngest of Christ's apostles. Hey, wait. Mm-hmm. That means it's him. He's the youngest apostle. Right. This painting is therefore associated with the answer which E had to give to my mother.
It's obviously Emma or
just
Emily.
Need to know how to recover the answer. St. John is the only apostle painted in this gallery.
I'm going to go with the obvious ones first.
The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. But wasn't my mother said that she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle?
Behind the apostle.
Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add one companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean? That's right. St. John is often credited with writing about the apocalypse in the last book of the Bible. He's also known as the youngest of Christ's apostles. They should add a companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies? It's St. John, painted by Guido Rini. Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
It's the only other thing I can think that's... So am I not allowed to...
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
You?
There's nothing worth noticing here.
No.
Little characters
Let's just
are
go for
engraved
it
on
all.
the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew.
Damn it.
There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all. No, nothing of value here. It's too cumbersome for me to unhook here, but judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years. There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all.
I've scrutinised you, haven't I?
Of the 4 apostles shown in this piece, Paul is the only one who isn't an evangelist. He is the 13th apostle.
Scrutinised that guy. I've scrutinised you. Let me scrutinise you now. Let's look at the frame.
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean? It must be the group of pilgrims mentioned from before. I guess maybe the city of Corinth is a reference to the epistle from Corinthians in the Bible. The drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel. There are finger marks.
No, I didn't know whether something else is going to come up.
8 in all.
Huh.
Several portraits of apostles,
do
all
anything
signed
with
by
you
Guido
yet?
Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust. There's something else behind this painting.
Yeah,
It says,
what did it say?
half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Whoa.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio. This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4. St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come? Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior. Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni.
How many are
Looks like
there?
someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
We find a safer way to communicate. Verse 11:11. I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the pilgrims would mislead you. Please pick up the package you were. Okay.
There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all. Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew.
Damn it.
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni. Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni. There's nothing worth noticing here.
So about the frame. Anything to do with the candlesticks? No. I've literally scrutinised everything. Wait, I didn't re-look at the candlesticks, did I? Let me... Surroundings.
It's too cumbersome for me to unhook here, but judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years.
Okay.
No, nothing of value here.
me... Oh, wait.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Yeah. It's got to be something to do. That's the only other thing I can... Look at the frame.
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Something to do with that book, innit? Wait. Blah, 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 blah. Bear with me.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
That's St. Paul on the road to Damascus. That one was... Who's this
Paul,
guy?
painted by Guido Reni.
Yeah.
Strange. St. Paul is shown twice, unlike the other disciples.
And what were you?
Painting of St. Mark
Who were
from the
you?
collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
Nothing about what he's...
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
Apostles. Which one were you? Whoa.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel. Take heed that ye practice your justice before men, to be seen differently by them. Otherwise, ye shall have no reward of your Father which is in heaven.
That's not what I need.
And great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore.
That doesn't sound right.
Take heed that ye practice your justice before men, to be seen differently by them. Otherwise, ye shall have no
hitting
reward
the wrong one.
of your Father which is in heaven.
That one. Matthew.
But Jesus turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour.
Okay.
And said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
Who are you? I'm just not...
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido
It is
Reni.
Matthew.
He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
So why is what I'm looking for not in Matt? Okay. Let's go Mark.
And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee and was baptized by John in Jordan. And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet.
Not what I'm looking for.
And as they did eat, Jesus took bread, and blessed it, and broke it, and gave it to them, and said, Take, eat, this is my body.
I've done Matthew, haven't I?
Then came together unto him the Pharisees, and certain of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem.
It's not what I'm looking for. Let's try Luke.
And it came to pass the day after that he went into a city called Nain, and many of his disciples went with him, and much people.
Luke,
and so it was,
help me.
That, while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. And so many came and couldn't find the body of the Lord Jesus.
Luke!
And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria.
John?
He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God.
John.
I and my Father are one. And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in Hebrew Golgotha.
Can't say I'm not learning.
Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches.
Only 5? We've done Matthew.
And suddenly there came a sound from heaven like a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting. And he became very hungry, and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here. A message from Mother.
Thank God for that.
E. We must leave urgently. But first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare. What
Don't you leave that room!
That?
Oh, how do I... It's probably literal. Allegorical.
I'm guessing it's a
that
metaphor. I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
damn it! Can I come back to this? Am I allowed to come back to this room? I must be. There's a box in here that I don't have a key for. If I did not understand my mother's message, I could have found a conversation between my mother and her partner. There was no alternative paths this time. You have cleared the name in the eyes of your guests. I searched Lord Mortimer's study. I discovered mother's message. I want to come back to this room. I want to do that one. What's this? Benefits the sound cultural background in art, geography and history. Skill not acquired. Where's sheer force? Did I do that one? Yeah. I've got 2 left. Do one that one and that one. Scientific this one. I'm going to do... Can I do any? No. Okay, that's fine. What's that one? An important book on subtitles, art and Socializing. Yeah. Talent unlocked.
This time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
You are expected in the small salon, sir.
Fair enough. Goodbye. Keep my eye out for some ambers or something. What's that one? Earth symbol. Whoops. Interesting. Huh? Just gonna, because it goes round in a circle anyway, so I'm just gonna have a look for some amber. No, no. No. I have the earth symbol key, don't I? And I have a half circle key. I don't think I really, Oh. What? I can't go down that way. Okay. Oh, that's it. The small
Emily,
salon was by
I must
Zeus,
speak to you.
wasn't it?
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's.
Mm-hmm.
Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
Must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay. I've got a question that might seem a little bit strange.
Okay, I wanted to go with that one.
If
I
I
don't
said
know why.
go beyond the nightmare, would that ring any bells?
No, means nothing to me. Do you mean literally or figuratively speaking?
I've only got... I can't...
It might be a place. I don't know where, but it's a lead.
You ought to ask His Eminence. He knows the house and its estate very well, being a frequent visitor here.
Thanks for the advice.
Oh, God,
Should I speak to her
no!
about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
I'm going to tell her.
Emily,
Tell her.
there's something else.
Technically,
Go on,
she
then.
could just write it off as a dream.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can. It seems that your mother tricked Emma.
Oh.
She apparently asked her to hide an important book so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Does she know why? Who spoke to her? I don't know which one.
Why would
Does
she
she
do
know
that?
why?
I don't know, Louis, but I'll find out. You can count on that.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see. Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
No, they're just having an argument. They're not waiting for us.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
And
Who
is
is
this
he?
charming character?
Manuel Godoy, the Duke of La Alcudia.
He's the head of the Spanish government, Monsieur de Richet. He's the one who,
okay.
in practice, controls Spain.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds.
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let
No.
me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined.
What?
Oh, no.
The King of France is dead,
okay.
gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before. How dare they?
Oh, dear.
Oh, as if...
Oh, dear, indeed.
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard.
I don't think
he
he
was
actually
sentenced
did.
to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until
Technically, if it is just
anything
by
was
one
possible,
vote, there
this
should be a
political
recount.
coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please, let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
If I remember rightly, what Mother told me one night, King Louis was secretly also part of the order. I wonder what impact his death will have on us.
Sad news, sir.
Oh, God.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Oh,
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured, the response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
I have played this game before, but I can't really remember a lot about it. I don't remember this.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I don't remember him, and I don't remember the Spanish Parliament turning up either.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned.
I'm no good at these.
I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
What is he waiting for? Does he have feelings?
To hear you speak, it sounds like you and my mother were close.
Damn it!
Let's say I hold your mother in high esteem, yes. We were even planning to work together.
That's what he was getting at.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
Oh, I'm going to have to.
The cat's out of the bag now. More or less, but please do refresh my memory.
Yes, of course. Nothing of great importance in itself. During one of our discussions, she spoke of an old book which might have been of interest to me, and she had agreed to let me have it.
A book about what?
Ancient occultism. As you are aware, I am a doctor of theology. You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
I found one.
Quite old? With locks on every chapter?
Oh no, I'm sorry, sir. This one is the Mysterium Cosmographicum, a book she is particularly fond of.
Oh, no. That's not the one.
Poor man's disgusted. I shouldn't play with his nerves.
Okay, it's
I'll
fine.
look
It's
again.
okay, it's okay.
You seem very upset.
Is it so important to you, this book?
It's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchardt in Paris. Do you know him?
Oh, God.
Indeed.
Yes.
My mother and I had a brush with this individual just a few months ago.
What about?
About an object stolen from the order a few years ago, which my mother wanted to recover.
This situation comes as a great surprise to me.
Thank God.
I got it now. I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Wollner, and that you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
I didn't think I was going to get through that.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Wollner. You're the one who von Borchardt was planning to sell it to.
For centuries,
oh, God.
All those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet. You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking around in his business.
Let me guess.
Okay. Oh, Mortimer harms the King of Prussia. What's the King of...
Your dear king, I should think.
What? You mean Frederick William? Oh, my poor fellow. You are miles away.
No.
That stupid, pretentious puppet wields no real power. But seeing as you do not wish to be serious, so be it. Good luck to you.
So, even though I got the answer wrong...
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Tell me about the coming from... Ask him about the nightmare. Ask him his opinion on Gregory.
Does expression go beyond the nightmare mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Interesting.
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Have a point.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Meaning?
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
So you don't have a very positive opinion?
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view. Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her.
I'm trying. I'm trying to find her. I can't seem to do it. Is there any...
Chronicles of the Amber Princess. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Okay.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Okay. Anything in the fire? I seem to be doing well finding things in the fire. Ooh, chaise longues. Fairly nice. Damn it. Just hoping there was going to be some amber or something in here, but... Okay. Oh. Been there, I've raided that, haven't I? Hello, you! I'm gonna ask you! Hello.
Go beyond the
That's
nightmare.
about the nightmare.
Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You've caught me unaware here, Louis. Let me think about it a second. No.
Please do. Take
Nothing
your time.
comes to mind. Sorry, Louis, but I am unable to help you.
Mr. President, can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
Major
I
projects.
prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis. Let's say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
Not in the slightest. None of the guests know the theme before arriving. But you'll see, everything will turn out fine. Don't worry.
Mr. President, what do you think about your
Godoy?
counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
I wonder what promise Lord Mortimer could have made to make him agree to come here, given the circumstances.
Who knows?
Okay.
Well, thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend. Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it. Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
See, I need to get to Godoy. I got a feeling he's the one that knows. Is there anyone sat over here? Excuse me?
An old sesterce from Roman Gaul.
Just check there's nobody upstairs.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh, he's downstairs anyway.
Sir Jacques Peru?
Can I? No, so I can't get into any of their rooms, which is fine, I guess. So I can't get back into there either. Well, I've only got one set of stairs I can go down, so that's fine. So they're all downstairs, are they? What was that I seen? Okay. I was hoping for some amber. I've only got 2 thingies left. Where am I? Oh, there you are. Okay. I think. Aha! Yeah. There's some amber in this room. So I had to leave it behind.
Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe. Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world. Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses?
You say so. Aha. I can't remember what that one's for.
Louis. Just the man. Good Lord. How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the order would have intervened.
Well, I'm sorry. My mother is currently doing something.
Your Eminence, I'm sorry for King Louis, but he did everything to put himself there.
Louis, how can you say such a thing? Even if France rejects the church, you don't go and behead a person of high status. They always serve our cause better alive than dead. Politically, it's absurd.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
Yeah, I wasn't really...
If I say
Nightmare.
The Nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
Well, I mean, if it were a place or an object found on this island, what would you think of first?
The Nightmare. No, I don't see anything. I'm sorry.
Well, that's too bad.
Wait. I suppose it might be that horrible painting hanging in Lord Mortimer's study.
Pretend not to be that interested. Right. Well, don't worry about it. I was just curious. I'm sure a man like you is in the circle of trust. Would you know what the conference that Lord Mortimer mentioned is going to be about?
Not really, my son. Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory, we are never informed about the theme of the conference before it begins.
I was wondering what to think of that Manuel Godoy.
He is reputed to be a very ambitious
I was hoping to get rid of that red thing, but it's not
But his faith is unwavering.
Deciphering.
He is a staunch defender of the church. And believe me.
Thank you for everything, Your Eminence. I shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
What just happened? Go to Mortimer's study. Can I just have a look at this a second?
A swine in a salon? That's an odd choice of decor.
Indeed. Oh God, he stood there. Whoa, hello. Can I? Oh. This way. Hello, you.
What do you want, Louis?
I've already asked you, but I don't remember the answer. What did you say to me about going beyond the nightmare?
Good heavens, you're losing your memory. I haven't the least idea what it might mean.
Oh, all right. That's too bad.
What do you want, Louis?
Emily.
Conference.
What can you tell me about the coming conference?
Sir Gregory and Lord Mortimer organise this kind of high society meeting every so often in order to consider the world situation.
But to what
pretty
purpose?
much what everybody else has said.
By bringing together the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to discuss matters with calm clarity. There are precedents of armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see.
What do you think of our last guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known. The gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
I doubt that Lord Mortimer invited him for his charm, if you want my opinion.
You're leaving.
Leave.
Unfortunately, I have things to do. Thank you again, madam. So,
I'm just
what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
At the painting. So really, I can't get into trouble for just saying, oh, I wanted to look at the painting. Hello.
Might come in handy. A minor bird. Sarah de Riche? Waldo, you know Sarah? Well, Waldo, is your master good?
He's cute. Feed him. Give him a berry. Okay. Thank you, Waldo. Hey, have a book. The coin.
Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
Oh, I'm stuck.
It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research. It looks like a war painting. Oh, it's dated. No, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model of a lock. As if Mortimer's fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
Oh, Waldo.
Let's take a closer look.
Not yet. I do not trust that. Amber. Right, in regards to the date of the painting that I sent to you for a temporary expedition, please note that they are part of my private collection and are dated according to Freemason's calendar. Okay. AL. In use at the time. As you may well have guessed, you must remember to subtract thousands of years if you don't want the public to be surprised at the date of the works. Okay.
The Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere. No, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model of a lock. As if Mortimer's fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it. Let's take a closer look. Dark chocolate beans. Very bitter. They're greatly prized in high society. A mynah bird.
I best not kill the bird.
Oh, what have I done?
Oh, God!
It looks like I've killed him. Oh, shit. I better not hang around.
Okay, ba-ba-ba-ba.
The Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
See, now I picked up this, didn't I?
I
That
don't
was
think this book can
nothing.
help me.
No.
Okay, no mechanism behind this painting. We'll have to keep looking.
Ah, so it's behind a painting, is it?
No. Let's look elsewhere. No. No mechanism here.
I actually thought I found it then, the way it clicked. I've killed the bird.
No mechanism here.
Is this... Oh, okay. Wait, it dinged. What dinged? Oh. What are you? You are nothing.
No, what have we got here? Well, it looks like a model of a lock. As if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes.
Oh. Well, at least I got to look at the pretty paintings, I suppose. It best not be a painting behind it.
Aha, I found it.
Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Find the code of the hidden door. Huh. Okay. 1792. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter. Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller.
The second roller.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter. Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller.
What was that one? Eight 156. Eight 156. I said, wasn't it? Whoop. Come back. Come back.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter. Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller. History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Salle. Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again. The Crusades took place not long after the year 1000. Here all the dates say 5,000 and something. I'm guessing this dating system begins 4,000 years before the calendar that we use. Yet, I'm getting the feeling that there's something else, another small detail, but what is it? The author is Pierre Amédée de la Salle, none other than the Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Paris. Now I understand why the dates are offset. He's using dates based on the Anno Lucis, year 0 of the Masonic calendar, by adding 4,000 years to the Gregorian calendar. But I thought that calendar starts in March. Or how Louis VII, King of France, eager to be pardoned for the death of thousands of innocent people in the fire of the Church of Vitry, convinces the Pope to authorize him to lead his own crusade. The result? In Germany, a new outburst of violence against the Jewish community, and a monumental fiasco by poor Louis VII, cuckolded by his wife's uncle. The famous call of Pope Urban II. 20 years after the capture of Jerusalem from the Arabs by the Turks, Urban II convened the council. He promises a plenary indulgence to Christians who go and get Jerusalem back from the Turks. The result, the Jewish community on the road to Jerusalem found itself persecuted for no reason. 12,000 Jews would perish, not to mention the massacre of Ma'ara, where acts of cannibalism by Frankish crusaders were reported, or even the capture of Jerusalem, where approximately 30,000 were left dead. It signaled the beginning of centuries of wars of religion. The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi Bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
$5,190.
The author is Pierre Amédée de la Salle, none other than the Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Paris. Now I understand why the dates are offset. He's using dates based on the Anno Lucis, year 0 of the Masonic calendar, by adding 4,000 years to the Gregorian calendar. But I thought that calendar starts in March.
put that down a minute. Just put it down. Oh, what am I doing? 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 1. Nine. Oh.
Damn it. Doesn't work. 5,190. I was pretty sure it was right. Maybe I didn't use the right dating system.
Hang on a minute.
Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller.
Okay.
Coup de Rose by Paul Rubens. It's Christ on the cross as Longinus pierces his side with a spear. Rubens, he was a great painter.
Damn it.
This painting isn't finished, and it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period. William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5,190. That's a funny date. The date's calculated in Anno Lucis. The 12th month is February? So that makes it February 1191.
1191.
That date in 5,000 is something again. I wonder what in the world it means.
So, 1. 1191. Oh, could have saved myself so much study trouble.
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Murderer.
Okay. Search Mortimer's secret study. Dear Lord Mortimer, I am writing to ask you to persuade President Washington not to sign the Fugitive Slave Act as it stands. We must absolutely legislate on the national level and not allow every state to choose their policy regarding slaves. It was initially intended to resolve a conflict between Pennsylvania and Virginia. By signing it, we will risk legislating the hunting of blacks. I can see that. More and more men of little faith are becoming slave hunters and unable to find any slaves on the run. They kidnap the first black they come across, which they pass off as the wanted runaway. That's a bit harsh, rude also. The situation threatens to quickly degenerate. Thank you in advance, your friend John Adams. P.S. Say hello to my daughter Elizabeth for me. Okay, well that's that problem solved. Thanks. My lord, I hope this letter will reach you. My hours are numbered. My printing house has been confiscated and I am imprisoned in the fortress of Holy I'm sorry if I get this wrong. Schleswig. If by chance you could intervene in my favour, I would be eternally in your debt. Just call you Catherine. The Catherine should not be long in banning all Golden Order lodges from my territory. Our horizon has become considerably darker. In the hope that you can help me, your friend, I'm going to attempt it, Nikolai Novika. Yep, that one.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Tremor. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
No. No, I want this one.
This shows the forces present in America.
My dear friend, with thanks for your service rendered and help in the fight against the Spanish and the conquest of Oran, spelled with an O, not an E, a ship bound for Malaysies in France. Oh yeah, I can't say that one. I know where it is though. Has been chartered. Hidden aboard are a few corpses infected. Oh my God, with the plague that is disseminate our country at this moment in time. Decimating our country at this moment in time. Be very careful when handling these boxes, because if inadvertently opened, you will risk spreading the disease all over France. Mohammed Kabir. Okay. My dear friend, as desired, I have been able to gather together my friends to sign the agreement to propose this agreement. What? Shall be known as Buttonwood Agreement. If you recall the place where we gathered, when you met us for the first time, you will understand why this name was given. Please find enclosed any of my colleagues, Leonard Bleecker, 16 Wall Street, Hugh Smith, Taunton Coffee House, Armstrong and Barnwall, 58 Broad Street, Samuel March, 243 Queen Street, Andrew D. Barkley, 136 Pearl Street, Benjamin, names, Seax, 8 Handover Street, John Henry, 13 Duke Street, John Bush, 195 Water Street, David Reedy, 58 Wall Street. Thanks to your help, we shall soon be able to meet at my place. The Taunton Coffee. Oh, okay, it's the same guy. Taunton Coffee House. I look forward to seeing you as soon as possible. Hugh Smith. Golden elixir. My dear friend, thank you for your words, and I do understand your situation. I regret having to confront your military. Yeah, military. But if the situation obliges me to declare war, then do what you think fit. Under your advisement, and with a weary heart, I am off to meet up with the coalition that opposes you, in the hope of serving you again. George, King of Hanover, King of the United Kingdom. What? Of Great Britain and Ireland. Huh.
It shows the forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million.
6 million?
I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants.
Really? Huh. Interesting. William, whatever your project, it would seem that our father is against leaving you with a grip on Europe. Russia will soon commit itself to the coalition against your dear France. Don't think you can resist for long. I beseech you, William, not to persist. You are tearing our families apart. I said, yes, at one point they were all related, weren't they? Your loving brother, G. But it's got to be George again, isn't it? P.S. I shall come to your conference, but do you think that holding it at the present moment is conductive? It's as good as mine. My dearest Lord Mortimer, as a friend of China, rest assured that you will be rewarded for your information. How many countries does he know? You need not worry about any scheming against us from Great Britain. Their representative, Mr. McCartney, will leave with no hope of any arrangement involving us. Your friend... Oh my God, I do apologise. Coin Long, Emperor of the Qin dynasty. I'll have a look at you in a minute. Sir, your plan to intervene in Belgium are to go ahead to set down. I am to occupy the Perusian army. Your delivery of cannons to Valmy has ensured our victory. As agreed, I have notified the King of Prussia. Okay, that's what's his name's guy, isn't it? Of the invasion plans of Custine and the Army of the North. I will keep Austrians out of Belgium. I am to quickly return to Paris as I sense the fate of our King Louis is... Who are you? Not sure who's talking here. King Louis is about to be decided dishonourably, and it is impossible for me not to intervene. So I take it you didn't get there then. Should you have any masses to give to me, I invite you to go by as per usual, our friend, Monsieur Peru. Sincerely yours, Charles Francisco. Oh my God. Demores, General of the Army of the North. Who's... Oh, wait.
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
That's from the same person. Oh, I picked that. Oh, okay, I picked that up by mistake. That's Australia.
A fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
My dearest Lord Mortimer, I regret to inform you that it will soon be impossible to ignore the pressure from the Russians. That's Australia. What? The Catherines has every intention of supporting the Count of Provence and will recognise him as the regent of the Kingdom of France. The Count of Provence. Interesting. Once King Louis has disappeared from political stage, I am sorry to announce bad news, but expect dark times ahead. Your friend, Alfred Burr. I'm sorry if I'm getting any of these names and countries wrong. I mean, I'm not the best with names.
Something strange about this table. The little surgeon's perfect collection.
Ow!
Looks like obsidian or onyx. Must weigh a ton.
Interesting.
These are feathers. Pigeon, probably.
Oh. Sure I've seen something else there. I might not have done that. Hello?
These are feathers. Pigeon, probably. A skeleton.
Oh, that.
By the name of Gustav. If the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid.
Dear Lord Mortimer, as agreed, I have changed your old lock for one of my inventions, drawing inspiration from your doctor friend, Monsieur Guillotine. There is the model of your new lock in it. Your new lock. If you appreciate my prototype, it is difficult to imagine how it all fits together. That was the lock on his desk. I wanted to examine that closer. But it will be located in the middle of the present door. Okay. The aim begins to alter nothing of the door's functionality, but to add a bit of spice. Depending on the lineup of the wheels the affirmative lock will open, or will push or punish the snooper whose faith is not strong enough. I call my invention the judgment of faith because if a snooper is unable to resist opening it, they will be punished. I hope you'll appreciate the irony of the situation. Gustav Montrain, Master Architect. Okay, well, we won't be touching that a lot then. Dear friend, who is the most admired of all Olympians? None other than the king of the gods, of course. Unlike his father, Kronos, he learnt to make equal use of the strength of wisdom. Instead of fearing the power of his children and brothers, he accepted to share the world with them. Did he? Men fear his thunder and praise. No, he's talking about Zeus. He's not talking about Kronos. He's talking about Zeus. Praise his justice. He reigns, but doesn't dominate. Okay.
That must be for writing the home pigeon messages.
Dear Lord Mortimer, be assured of my entire devotion. As agreed, the Vended peasantry will soon rise up. This is the French Revolution again. My network is striving to increase the pressure on the masses. The decision of the assembly, which consists of voting the civil construction of the clergy, is inflaming the region. Clergy is inflaming the region. The people overwhelmingly reject the priests and swear loyalty to the state. That's interesting. If you could ensure that the conventions will administer the final blow, to the people, the issue will be resolved. Without wishing to direct you, a forced recruitment for the faraway conflict would be perfect. A perfect way to arouse the peoples definitively. Your devoted servant, Francisco Althenis Cholet de la Country. Okay. Fire symbol.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Aha! Use key. What is in there, Louis?
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Oh. So you're telling me there was nothing in there? Huh. How strange.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those. Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me. It is a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question. To the left, Temperance, that announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the Chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the Emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
Okay.
Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais. 3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Oh, God. Literally. My dearest friend, our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. The Coinage Act has been voted. Your project of founding the very first Bank of America should not be delayed and will probably be called Union Bank. That rings a bell. As for the construction of the White House, it is still die to begin in August. I will expect no delay. You can trust me on this. I hope to see you soon. Thomas Jefferson, Secretary of State.
A table of alchemical elements. So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything.
Why not? I'm guessing you guys didn't have a lot to do back then. Take that.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
So why couldn't I... I don't actually have the key anymore either. I did pick it up, didn't I?
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
No, hello. Let us see if you have the courage to face me alone.
This is my mother's writing. I picked up her trail. What is she up to? Obviously she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where?
France?
The only clue she's left for Mortimer is this stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
Go find mother. Huh. Interesting.
It's locked.
Oh, shit. How am I going to get out of here now?
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side. Looks like the same as the one on the other side. Whoa. The grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date. I'd better not mess up again. It doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, I think I got this right. Oh God, gone past it. I've done it again. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Oh, balls!
Wheels are stuck. Shit! I'm cornered like a rat.
Damn. How am I going to get out of this one then?
Someone's coming. Please don't let it be Mortimer.
No, it's worse. It's Peru.
Who is it?
Deliberately avoiding me. 4 years ago I was his favorite, but nowadays I have to ask for an audience with his lordship.
Damn it! It's Peru. I don't know if I should, but...
Well, that's it. I've had enough of being humiliated.
I'm wasting my time here.
After everything I've done on his behalf, he dares treat me like a lackey? I've bled the Parisian elite for the sake of his whims, and what have I got to show for it? Doesn't even have the courtesy to give me 5 minutes of his time. I wanted to put my mind at ease. Well, that's done. I know what I've got to do now.
I must find my mother. So much for discretion.
Monsieur Peru, it's me, Monsieur de Riche.
What the devil is going on?
I need your help.
Where are you, de Riche?
Behind the painting. Open it, please. I've shut myself in. There's a pedal under Lord Mortimer's desk. Can you see it?
There's no... Hang on. Yes.
Good. Now press it.
Yeah. Done.
You should see something resembling a frame with numbers. Yes? You have to turn them to set the combination. One, 9, 1.
Well. Poking our nose into Mortimer's little secrets, are we? You do surprise me.
It's not what you're thinking. I'll explain everything.
No, you will not, sir. It has nothing to do with me, and by the way, I never even saw you. So, I'll be on my way now.
Thanks again.
Interesting.
You had me trapped. Why not say anything?
I would have wanted someone to open the door for me, too. And while it's too late for me, it may not be for you.
I don't understand.
No, I don't either.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I've wasted enough time. I better get moving if I want to find my mother.
I think I know where to go on this one. Whoa! What the... I need to go... I need to go to the... I met Manuel Godoy. I got some information. I got locked. Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to do that. So I thought it was 1190. It was 1191. I got to know Waldo. I found a way of getting into the secret study. I had a strange conversation with Jacques Peru. I got locked inside Mortimer's secret study. I poisoned Waldo and the bird in Mortimer's. I didn't mean to. Okay, I'm going to do that one. What's the point of doing agility at the moment? What's this? Behaviours. Do that one. I mean, I've got 2 more left. I'm going to do that one. What's this? I'm going to do that one. Going to read that one next. Am I? No. Oh wow, what have I got here? That one. Of Commonwealth. Okay. Discover discourse on the method. I might do that one next, actually.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
I need to go outside. Find the origins of the sword left by Mother.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them. We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Aha. I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What?
No, I'm not.
Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping? Well,
I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
I was wondering if you
Stone sword.
might have seen an object like this here at the manor.
What are you playing at, Richet?
I'm afraid I can't help you, my son. Ask someone who
I think
knows the
it's
manor
out.
better
I think
than I
it's
do.
out.
One of the servants.
It's outside.
One of them is bound to help you.
Thank you for your advice, Your Eminence. I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention.
She's important.
Your Eminence,
Yeah,
I don't
go
know
on.
what you
We'll
said
do
to
that.
Mr. von Volna, but the poor fellow looks positively crestfallen.
Not at all.
Don't you believe it, Louis. I was just telling Monsieur about Lord Mortimer's burning passion for holy relics. You must have noticed he's a bit of a collector. Well, for years he has been searching high and low to bring all the copies of the Holy Spear together. As I was coming here, I thought I'd bring him a few of them. That's all.
Be quiet, for God's sake. Please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
Okay. It's fine. I need to go downstairs. You.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
That's fine.
Could you perhaps help me?
What can I do for you, sir?
Where did this sword come from?
From the garden, sir. That sword belongs to one of the statues in the garden.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it, sir.
Where is the garden? Find the origins of the sword. Follow the trail left behind by Mother. In other words, I need to go to the garden. Hello. Thank you.
Is everything all right, my young friend?
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely? Well, see you later.
Okay. Thank you. If I recall, you said the garden could be found through the library?
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
I have that one. How do I get to the garden? Now where am I? You!
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Could you tell me where this sword comes from, please?
Certainly, sir. How did such a sword come into sir's hands?
I think the whole manor knows that Sarah de Richet has disappeared. And well, I'm on the case, so please give me an answer.
Very well, sir. If I were sir, I would look in the garden. This sword looks like it's from the garden statues.
And how can I get into the garden?
There are two ways, sir. The first way to get to the garden is by the hall, between the conference room and the portrait gallery. The second way is directly through the portrait gallery. Sir would just have to go out by the French windows.
Thank you, my good man.
Okay. So, through here, portrait gallery, through that door, and through this door here. Go. Yeah. Thought I saw someone stood there. What about you? Still locked. I'm in the library. So I need to go this way. Portrait gallery? Yes. Excuse me. Thank you. What am I looking at? Okay. I believe we've taken our break. Well, portrait gallery. He said I could just go through the French windows.
The sword probably
I'm going
came
through
from
the
his
French
garden,
window.
but what could it have been used for? Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage if he defeated the monster. She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable. But once the beast was slain, the gallant was quick to abandon her on an island. Turns out heroes are not what they once were.
No.
Let's see.
Can I thrust the sword into the crack?
What's going to happen if I've got it wrong?
Here's the famous Ariana's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth.
So following the thread doesn't... Wait, no. Hi?
You again? God damn it, are you following me?
Wouldn't dream of it,
No.
sir.
What brings you here?
I'm still looking for my mother, of course.
You're right, monsieur. Keep looking. Good luck to you.
Interesting.
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. Killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. In short, yet another hero who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, I'm probably being a bit harsh. I mean, we do owe him the foundations of Athens.
He does have a problem. He is naked.
Render therefore unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. It's as long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters. I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Oh. Ah. You gotta be Ulysses. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That way. Ah.
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there. What is that? It's like a sort of opening mechanism. Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs. Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped.
There's a little hole at the fingers. Pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Press it. See what happens. Ow.
Oh. What's wrong? Either I'm imagining things or my hand was pricked.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
It looks like this slab moves. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a passageway underneath it.
Let's have a look at you a minute.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
She has no cracks. For once justice is done. She won't pay for the errors of the others. I seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want.
She was punished for the sins of her husband. She had to mate with the sacred bull of Poseidon.
9 months later, she gave birth to Asterion, better known as the Minotaur.
It's crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated. When they're not harpies, gorgons, and other witches, they become victims.
All right, well, let's continue anyways.
Oh, hello.
Ariadne.
Okay, yeah.
Try something else. Icarus. Son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity. Hey, there's no crack here. Well, let's keep going. Theseus. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. Theseus. I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Oh, we're hoping that we can solve this enigma. Okay. What about you over there then?
Theseus. Let's try something else instead.
Yeah.
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this.
I think I am just going to try them
He's
all.
represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos in Pasiphae.
This statue has a crack in
Observe
it.
the crack. It's got to be this one. Thrust the sword into the crack.
We'll soon see.
Okay. It gets rid of that as well. Okay. I'm going to give it a go.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
Who's left? Who are you? Oh, let me get my sword.
Asterion. A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
How? He does have a hole in him. How do I... Oh, that's... yeah. Icarus didn't have a hole in him, did he? You are Ariadne. Apparently so I can't cut through there. So it's got to be the last one then, because the other two haven't got any holes in them, so to speak. So how do I get to you? looking around here. Yeah. No. There we go.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth. And if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus. Hey, there's a crack in this statue too.
Indeed. Wait, who? Right. Right. How do I get to you then? Okay. Apparently so, stand here. We learned nothing from this whole expedition so far. No. Okay. I remember to get to you was through here, wasn't it? Yeah. Where did he go? There he went.
All right. Well, let's try again. You never know.
Okay. How did I say to get to you? It was through here. This way. Through here. Well, there's another thing. Just, yeah.
Minos. Son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae.
I think I found the right
He had
one.
many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue. The crack is in the region
Observe
of
the crack. Thrust. Hello. The sword. Will it work now? The music has changed, so I assume so. Yay! Oh, well, that's where Mother is then, isn't it? please fall down the stairs. Please, Louis, do us all a
Again?
favour, yeah? Okay.
You can't be serious.
Godoy and George.
You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me.
Huh.
Now get out.
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
Yeah, wipe your nose, Louis.
Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
Amber, congratulations, you've collected 4 amber fragments. Your maximum effort point is increased by 1.
Amber.
Validate.
Bandages? Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes. These bandages are pretty basic. She'll be lucky if she doesn't get an infection. There are patches where the blood isn't totally clotted. That's a good sign, right? She changed them recently, which proves she's still looking after herself and still believes in her chances. Well, I'd love to tell her to keep hanging in there.
Interesting. Shiny down there. Seen it. It's a coin.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Behind you. I could have found someone important in the crypt. I could have inspired Peru to trust me. I didn't fail anything. I eavesdropped. Yeah. I convinced Peru to reveal some important information. I succeeded in, yeah. Let's do you. Let's do agility. We haven't done that for a while. We'll do that one. That one. Okay. Validate. Books. Oh no! We'll never find out what happens. No, we'll find out what happens pretty soon. Don't you worry. Tomorrow, maybe? I haven't got anything I've become intrigued and obsessed with, so... Interesting. There was no need for that labyrinth, but I suppose if you want to keep it in keeping with Greek mythology and whatnot, so I suppose, yeah, the labyrinth, it is... Okay, I suppose. Mind you, I didn't like the story of the Minotaur. But there we go. No, you know what? I don't think I got trapped in in the secret office the first time round I played this, but I can't remember that far back. I did play this when this first came out, so. I'm still just as confused as to what's going on as when it first came out, though. Really, really confused. Yes. I can't remember if the chessboard's got anything to do with this, in which case, if it is, I got very confused because I can't play chess. Huh. I think I am enjoying this second time round, though. First time round, I think because I was just going around in a complete state of confusion. But yeah, I am enjoying the second time round. So yeah. I must admit, I am glad I've left it this long to play again, because I really can't remember any codes or any numbers or passwords or anything. Interesting. Maybe one day I'll learn how to play chess, maybe one day. Okay. So there's that one. Peru. Conclave. Start from 11. The spearhead. So, okay, when we come back then, we are going to be going from here. So, we still haven't found Mother, so I'm assuming I'm going to be going around. This one looks like it's another 3. The final vote. Farewell the first time. Yeah, they all look like pretty much, apart from the first one, which, mind you, saying that you have prologue, and they had to introduce them all, didn't they? Yeah, so that kind of makes sense. Okay, so we shall come back to this a bit later. So don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free. You've got nothing to lose. Don't forget to ding dong the bell because it likes to be ding donged. And thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye.